Power restored to 96% of GPS customers outside of St. Elizabeth. Power has been restored to 96% of Jamaica Public Service customers. Customers in St. Elizabeth, which was impacted severely by Hurricane Beryl, are still not included in that percentage. Energy Minister Beryl gave the update. He said 26,000 GPS customers outside St. Elizabeth are still without power. Mr. Voss said that while GPS has made progress, he is concerned about the 83% of St. Elizabeth customers who are still in darkness. Describing the situation as a crisis, Mr. Voss noted that focus must also be placed on the number of pockets outside of the worst affected areas that are still without power. The minister said following a tour of sections of the island last week, he was emotionally distressed to see how citizens are living due to the lack of power and water.
So what I want to do this week is to stress to JPS the need to restore the rest of the island in parallel with the worst affected areas while we wait on those to come back. But there's too many pockets across Jamaica outside of the worst affected areas that still don't have light at this time. JPS is telling me a few days for the rest of the country, but the truth is that 10 days have gone after 2 days for assessment, and therefore we are now in the crisis situation as it relates to the restoration of light and of course the water situation. After my tour on Wednesday with representatives of the JPS, Digital and Flow to the worst affected areas in Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, I was shaken to my core. I was emotionally distressed to see the conditions of persons in the aftermath of Beryl. So I'm happy that we are able to make some significant inroads into the repairs. There has been significant work done between my visit on Wednesday and now.
Deadly silence. Senior Superintendent of Police Aaron Samuels believes that last Tuesday's triple murder in Montego Bay, St. James could have been prevented if residents had been more willing to provide information to the police prior to the attack. Addressing last Thursday's multi-meter sitting at the St. James Municipal Corporation, Samuels, who is the head of the St. James Police Division, stated that the shooting death of 62-year-old David West, 26-year-old Rashawn Williams, and 17-year-old student Jonah Bennett stemmed from an incident on Monday night of which the police had not been informed until after Tuesday's deadly attack. From June 9 to July 9, approximately 30 days, we went without a murder in St. James. This was broken on Tuesday with a triple murder in the Canterbury space. Fortunately, we responded the way we ought to, which was instantly, and we were able to seize 2 firearms from the main suspect, and he fled. However, he turned himself in based on the pursuit we had on him, Samuels told the meeting. Part of the issue we're facing is that the public needs to work with the police and provide us with the information. There was an incident that happened Monday night. If we had had additional information prior to that, if we had known all about it, all of this would have been avoided. We are asking residents to work with the police so we can ensure your safety and security, Samuels added. Members of the police team allegedly came under gunfire while responding to a report of a shooting along Kingston Street in Montego Bay last Tuesday afternoon. After the shooting subsided, West, Williams, and Bennett, who were all of Upper King Street addresses, were found in different parts of the community suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. 2 firearms were seized in the aftermath. On Wednesday, 32-year-old John Lee Roach, who had been listed as a person of interest in the case and was also reported wanted for a murder in Hanover and for absconding bail in a shooting incident with intent case, surrendered to the Falmouth police in Trelawney. A second suspect, Kashim Borderline Lewis, has been asked to turn himself in. In the meantime, while presenting the JCS report about policing activities in St. James for June, Samuels told the St. James Municipal Corporation that extra focus will be centered around Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, the famed hip strip in Montego Bay, and that community policing and youth intervention strategies will be given continued emphasis. It takes having all hands on deck to ensure that we create that safe environment that we want. All of us have the vested interest in ensuring the safety and security of the public and of the visitors here, and we will be ramping up our operations along the Jimmy Cliff Boulevard, which we know is a problem. We are also requiring a lot of infrastructural help to get it done in terms of lighting and other amenities being sorted out, stated Samuels. We intend to ensure that we remain responsive to the communities by ensuring that we build out the neighborhood watch groups and the police youth groups. We are taking that community-led approach to crime fighting while we continue storming the operational responses, he continued. According to the St. James Police report, 5 murders were recorded in the parish for June, all before the 30-day period of quiet and began on June 9. St. James has recorded at least 76 murders since the start of the year, making it the police division with the highest homicide tally. St. James Health Authority warned for post-Beryl food safety risk. Despite concerns from the St. James Health Department about food safety after Hurricane Beryl, several food vendors and shop owners in the parish have said that they have implemented measures to ensure that their products are safe for consumers. Beryl Hanson, operator cook shop in Clatan, told reporters that she had chosen to prioritize her patrons' health, discarding food items that could potentially be harmful after her refrigerator defrosted with the loss of power. She uses changes in smell, color, and texture as indicator of whether the items are still fit for consumption. With fish, if the gill is not looking pink and the side feels soft, you know you cannot eat them. Even with saltfish, it lets up the smell and color, and those are the things that I use to tell if they have spoiled, Hansel said. I had turkey bacon inside the fridge also, and I noticed that it had white and reddish parts on it, and although it was well sealed, I gave it to my husband and told him to put it in the dog food. Tanisha Drummond, the proprietor of a cook shop in Content, said she's opting for fresh ingredients to purchase her meals, including sourcing freshly killed chickens from local farmers. It's just my fries that I bought recently, and I did not buy it a whole lot, just 2 packages, and they're perfectly fine, and before Hurricane Beryl, I never stored anything, she told reporters. Both proprietors were speaking on the heels of the warning from Sherika Lewis, St. James Acting Chief Public Health Inspector, who urged consumers to be careful about the quality of food they buy in the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl. Examine the packages carefully. Look for the evidence of wetting, moisture, or even evidence of spoiling, such as color change, any odor, or anything in the texture. For example, if you buy frozen chicken and you stick up your finger in the chicken and it does not spring back, then the evidence of spoilage is there, Lewis said during an address at the St. James Municipal meeting last Thursday. Last week, farmers and cook shop operators in neighboring Trelawney told reporters that they had to discard huge volume of meat due to the lack of electricity to maintain appropriate storage temperatures. Since the passing of Hurricane, the St. James Health Department has conducted food hygiene checks at 179 food handling establishments, of which 35 were deemed unsatisfactory. Some 830 kilograms of meat were condemned. The health authority says they will be expanding these checks into rural communities. Reigning Kingston and St. Andrew Festival Queen delivers care packages to people affected by Beryl. Deandra Harrison, the reigning Miss Kingston and St. Andrew Festival Queen, demonstrated compassion to residents in communities devastated by Hurricane Beryl by distributing 30 care packages to people in Franklin Town, Midtown, and Almantown. According to a release on Sunday, the 23-year-old Festival Queen organized the initiative alongside with friends and raised over $120,000 through small donations from private and corporate businesses, including Quartz Jamaica, Jamaica Private Power Company, Hollis Cafe, and Barks Entertainment. Harrison's commitment to her community was evident as she shared her thoughts on the motivation behind her efforts. I kept thinking about the family who was struggling before, and Hurricane Beryl made it worse, she stated. That single mother who continues to feel alone, I just want my friends and I to do something, anything. I was amazed by the amount of support I was able to get within a week to make this happen, she added. The care packages contained rice, flour, tinned food items, and toiletry aimed at providing immediate relief to families grappling with the aftermath of the hurricane. Harrison's gesture was not just about offering material aid, but also about delivering hope and a message of unity to those who needed it the most, the release stated. As Miss Kingston and St. Andrew Festival Queen, Harris has embraced her role and is calling for more youth to get active in their communities and mobilize to offer assistance in their own unique ways. In these challenging times, I urge each of us to reach out to our neighbors, share a meal, or purchase something extra during our shopping trips to give to someone in need. As we continue on the path of recovery, let us remember that our strength lies in our unity. Stronger together, she encouraged. Subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.